Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of EPIC ARMA. Today we have the sequel to the last Star Wars episode. I originally planned to only do one episode with that mod, but some of you guys wanted to actually see an epic battle from the point of view from the rebels. So we did that, so I downloaded the map Afghanistan, which is a very boring map. It's just desert, but people wanted to sort of like imagine myself doing it on Tatooine. This was the closest thing that I got. It has a weird bug though, where as you can see the shadow thing blocks half the screen. It's very weird. But this is the closest thing that there is to actually a Tatooine map. Some people thought it was maybe a good idea to have like the rebels defend an outpost against invading stormtroopers. However, what was pretty cool too is that somebody wanted to do that with zombies, where for example the stormtroopers would defend against zombies, which it's similar to one of the fiction stories, and or the books in the Star Wars lore. However, what some of you guys might not realize is that the factions that the rebels and the Imperials belong to are actually not Op 4 and Blue 4, but Blue 4 and Independent, which means that if you set the conditions to where the Independents are actually friendly to Blue 4, we can have a scenario where rebels and stormtroopers are actually fighting side by side against another enemy. And that's pretty much what I'm working on for the next concluding chapter in the Star Wars mod series, where, you know, a few abandoned rebels and abandoned stormtroopers hold on in like a fort or something against a common enemy. Don't expect too much though on the common enemy, because for example zombies belong to Independent as well, so I cannot actually let them fight against other aliens or other zombies. So they'll probably be like regular earthen soldiers, but that shouldn't really be too much of an issue. So there you can see stormtroopers, scout troopers, sand troopers all heading towards us. A pretty fierce battle will start out pretty soon, but what you will notice is how long that battle actually lasts. I will not be showing the full battle because also probably will die, but the accuracy is so shitty with this AI, and the lasers, actually, the blasters actually themselves do so little damage that really nothing is happening in this battle, which is very weird. Very weird. Last time, of course, we had in a scenario where, an urban scenario, so there were a lot more sort of like individual duels. This one is pretty much as open as it can get. There you see now the first lasers are being fired at. An interesting thing about the weapons is that the rebels are actually cannot put their fire to full. They have to stay on semi or semi-automatic. In contrast to the stormtroopers, who actually can have a full automatic weapon. There are a lot more stormtroopers than rebel soldiers, though. Put this in because the AI, of course, of the allies is a little bit better. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. You can see the impact of the blasters, yet absolutely no one is dying. I mean, sure, there are a lot of people lying on the ground, but they're just prone. But not only that, the rebels are doing absolutely no damage to them as well. You can see some of them crouched, some of them prone. However, nobody's dying. Whereas if you would do this with regular soldiers, people would actually be dying. And I'm not too sure what it's about. You can see that the lasers actually have a weird curve going on. It's of course fucking gravity, since, you know, this game has bullet curve. But maybe it's very different for these blasters than for regular weapons. I'm not too sure. There we can see, there's actually a dead one on the ground. There one as well. However, you will see what I'm talking about even more when I actually go closer to them and am able to get all the way in their ranks without them shooting at me, or hitting me for that matter. It's very weird. I mean, it looks and sounds very spectacular, but in all reality, it's one of the most boring battles ever because not much is happening. One thing that I wanted to ask, if any of you will know, people of course want to have a World War II scenario, and I downloaded the 1944 Invasion mod. However, when I install it, it actually does not play correctly. A lot of units are spawned with invisible guns, a lot of buildings are not showing correctly, and I don't understand what the problem is. I have the community-based add-ons installed. If anybody knows what problem I have with 1944 Invasion, please tell me, because I really want to get into that World War II scenario with Arma 2. There is another World War II mod for Arma 2, however it is not as complete as the 1944 Invasion one. You can see that actually, since there are more units here, as I get closer there comes a little bit more lag. But this is what I'm talking about. I am currently in front of them, and I'm not dead. This would not happen with regular units. I don't know what is going on with these units or this AI. I mean, you know, stormtroopers aren't very well known for their precise aim, but this is ridiculous. I'm gonna take that, though. So now we have this. Now we have Fool, which means I can spam. Hit them here. Still alive. Oh, there's somebody got a hit in. When it goes blurry, that means that you're being hit. Obviously, when you actually do hit somebody and not kill them, they will focus their fire on you. So spamming into a whole group might be pretty counterproductive. But it's really to show you guys how weird the AI gets here. You can see very laggy. Being hit again. Maybe I should move. See? And you see the dust of all the hits that are close to me, but still not killing. I'm kind of ready to die because I showed you guys pretty much what I wanted to see, and it becomes now so laggy that it's not that fun to watch anymore, I guess, but they're not killing me. I don't understand. It is weird. Okay, somebody got a hit there again, I think. And like I said, the damage that the lasers do is actually so shitty that you need to be hit like 5 or 6 times before you die. Headshots are still present though. If you get one unlucky hit in the head, you're dead, but that is very rare. One thing that actually might explain the problem is if you, I need to switch back to first. If you aim like this, you actually miss. This is not correct. And maybe the AI, since it's pinpointing, it's trying to pinpoint on that particular point and actually cannot hit anything. I'm not too sure. I'm just killing, you know, regular stormtroopers here. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Alright guys, that was it though. I think you guys got a good idea of what it is. If you have any cool scenario for me to make a video about, please let me know in the comments down below. If any of you knows how to fix that 1944 invasion problem, I will mention it in a few more Epic Arma videos in the future. Let me also know, and I will see you guys next time.